Alright, it is time to eat to a theme park as Sunday. Let's get it. Okay. I wonder if they're gonna give a new map for this update. Alright,
I see two bloodhounds.
Park,
They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Oh, it's Ideen Park.
Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Oh shit.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat and dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
Damn.
You certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Yeah, that is
Yet you will
fucked up
repay this
something.
favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Holy moly! Can you get any more conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death. When you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
And he owes Sunday a
Okay, I
lot.
get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Damn.
Go now.
Okay.
You are free, O Chosen One,
Ooh,
who dare to
Jade.
exceed his bounds, sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
Hook. That is
I'll
true.
cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due. So why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
That was the same shit
Or
I was
by
thinking.
making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
There's something else I want to do too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day.
True.
This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly
Ah,
straight
look at him
and
teaching me
always
how to
aligned with
dress.
the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door. The
Emphasis on
same
order.
applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founders were in your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Damn.
Oh, come on. Take a joke, will ya?
Cool.
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come back again later.
That sounds familiar.
Yep.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I mean, Mr. 1 Week. Please excuse me, I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Okay.
Aftermath?
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday.
That's so what?
He works for me. You don't know him?
Oh, I see.
Ooh, is that
Pardon
a
my
chest?
ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Thank you.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
I hit. Let's just. Oh,
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? Have you managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
Oh,
You rose
damn.
through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourists thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled. This place is no exception. The distorted after-echoes of the Order will only add to the chaos.
Let's see what we have on these notes.
I'll write down what I've noticed for now. I'll go over things when I meet the others later. No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. Be kind to birds. Do not discard trash in trash cans. Please do not use soul-clad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Attention! Conducts that have not been mentioned are not necessarily safe. They just have not yet been reviewed. Okay.
No consumption of food except for burgers. What?
Some weird shit, bro.
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Wait, don't...
Hey yo, what the fuck? In the blink of an eye, the ice cream vanished into 1 week's mouth. Uh-oh.
Ah. Huh. So, where are those corrective measures?
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved.
Huh.
Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out.
So we just get on this thing.
Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. A surprisingly reasonable rule.
Oh,
And
that's
an easy
surprising.
one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
Alright.
Huh?
Whoa.
Let's try that again.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back then.
You've been
Okay.
iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
I tried to warn you.
Uh-oh. Damn. Blood is just vomiting is vomit.
Ugh.
I don't know
How
what
do you
that's supposed
feel?
to mean.
Now, I'm feeling murderous.
Damn,
In
I'm
any
terrified.
case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the Dreamweavers. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
Alright.
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests
Very
to correct us,
reasonable.
I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts.
Okay.
Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
Simple enough. So we just need to
So-
break some rules.
Can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Now let's not worry about how the Bloodhounds figured this one out. Huh. I reckon the worst that can happen for this one is that they'll flip you back on your feet. Say, why don't you test it out this time?
No, thank you.
The other budge.
Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited.
Oh, there is but a bird.
Now let's not worry about how the Bloodhounds figured this one out. Huh. I reckon the worst that can happen for this one is that they'll flip you back on your feet. Say, why don't you test it out this...
Okay, so I guess there's only a set of rules I can break. Okay, I'm out. Let's throw trash in the trash can.
Do not discard trash in trash cans. This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well, what do you suggest we throw in?
Anything will do. Let's throw money away.
Something's happening.
What?
What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
Alright.
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. The Dream Jolt troupe, where? Are they hiding or something?
Oh! Nice. There's one.
Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya? Come on, Let's buy some bottle caps from it.
Just one moment.
Sunday places some alfalfa credits in front of the bubble lamp.
Let me translate that for you. Who are you trying to pay with your spare change?
Damn. Sunday has placed even more alfalfa credits.
I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what? Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
May I
Damn.
remind you that I am currently on the run?
Hey, that's fair. The dream culture, it moves closer pointing us. Okay.
Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough.
Alright. 12 for
Shall we
one
give
cap?
this capsule
Anyone
machine
wait?
a try and see what happens?
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule?
You shouldn't have done that since warnings have proven futile. Punishment is now inevitable.
They can't be seriously going that far, right? No. Hey, look out!
Okay, so we're getting jumped. Cool.
I have heard the call, loud and clear.
Executing attack!
Like Firefly, I will fight for myself
Why is it on?
until
oh,
everything
slow?
burns to ashes! Firefly, type 4, in position. Fight!
Like, to live!
You took the bait. This is set.
Set the seas ablaze!
Heard the call. This mortal form. I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Okay, nice to know. Let's go. Oh, you stole the ult.
Firefly, type 4, in position. Set
Set the seas ablaze!
This combat needs Optima. This is double speed.
Trinity is before me.
I will claim victory for myself. Fight!
Like, to live!
You took the bait.
Set the seas ablaze!
Seek and you shall receive. Moment of doubt, farewell.
Stand in position. Detonate!
Nice, let's go.
Oh, did they have to do that? They could have just recalled the capsule.
Perhaps
I know, right?
making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
Aren't the rules being too finicky with words?
I wouldn't know.
Enough. The location of the distortion is nearby.
Alright, let's find it. Well, we obviously have to stop this. With some tuning.
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
The fuck that's supposed
Time
to
for
mean?
it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa, it worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before I turned 6,
What? You remember?
like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers,
What?
only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
You never forget times of failure. It's only human nature.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who considers something like that a failure.
Ooh.
What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh, it's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles.
Interesting.
I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should go. This will be a long farewell.
Bro is sentimental as fuck. I forgot about this. Follow the music.
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I
Oh,
don't mean
well.
to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating.
Oh, okay.
You okay?
Oh, so that's what he sees.
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on.
What?
Sweet dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thanks, I guess.
Thank you.
Does Welt see through? Yep, he definitely sees through the disguise or knows something's up
Ooh,
with
that
him.
was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
No fucking shit.
The
dude.
Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up.
That's probably a good idea.
I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days.
Oh, trust me. The worst
Come
thing
now.
happened.
It's
Everyone
time we set off.
experienced brain rot.
Let's not stick too close to each other,
Because
just
of
in
freaking
case.
bananas.
The few feet or so between us will do. Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will, but
I fucking
before I
knew it.
do, put your hands behind your back and
Oh,
answer
shit.
my questions in short sentences.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
Sunday unreservedly sees his story with well.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
That is fair.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this, too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
Yes.
Come with me.
What did
We'll
you
go
do?
find them. You come along, too.
Okay, okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
Alright, let's go to the rest of the express penalty. And this thing is still leading us to.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
Yeah, a lot of
And
bananas and
if that were
monkeys
indeed the
and rainbows.
case,
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
there's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony.
All is good
Our
in the
reason for
hood.
lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
Ooh.
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here?
King Yun?
Or these ladies?
What the hell happened to King Yun?
This... how?
Why are there so many of
You're
them?
finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Oh, fuck. Meanwhile, the radiant feldspar.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms?
Neither did I expect to see you here in Penacony, Mr. Screwlam. I had assumed the Genius Society wasn't invited to the festivities.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason.
I'm sure if all of your geniuses showed up to the Charmony Festival, things would have been very much different.
I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
They did suggest that destination, but that was all. Did you hear this from Madame Herta? It's a world beyond the knowledge of the Nameless. After all, I wrote to her hoping that the all-encompassing erudition could provide us with some information.
Could there be more to it?
Yes, there is something else. Miss Black Swan said Amphorius is a world influenced by 3 parts, and the erudition is one such part.
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
You're right. So this has to be related to the Emanators. Or perhaps even the eons. That's why I wanted to know if the geniuses had any clue about it.
It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
Madame Herta said the same, but it did pique her interest, and she agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there's a chance that the Garden of Recollection is behind it. She's always had a keen interest in the Remembrance's technology, after all. It's also thanks to her that we got to make Miss Ruan May's acquaintance a while back. We even went into the Kalinga Abyss to bring a Leviathan's carcass back for our new friend. Speaking of her, this is far too much an understatement, but none of us ever expected to see an old friend at Miss Ruan May's.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by.
Yeah, a bond that truly runs deep.
So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
Would the Nameless see a point in keeping work and favors apart? It's her request. She hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to the Xianzhou, considering her unique position with the Alliance.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
My companions are with her. They know Miss Ting Yun better anyway. Plus, those youngsters will definitely do a better job than me when it comes to vacations. They're probably having a wonderful time now.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask her instead? She knows how to present things logically.
What? I'll try. Apparently there are many Ting Yuns here with us.
You don't have to tell him that. He can see for himself.
But I presented it logically though.
Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Ting Yun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
Interesting. We failed the challenge terribly.
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Ting Yun ate the candy too. But she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Ting Yuns right in front of us.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a memorial.
Oh, so
world.
this is what Wishy
It is
Sunday is.
likely that candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who is this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here.
That is
Help me
fair.
remove my disguise. 1 week.
It's been a while, everyone.
You! What's going on?
Am I still dreaming?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain.
Walt fills him in on what he's been through. Oh, so Sunday. Okay.
I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
I see.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
Nah, it was a team effort.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Ting-Yoon.
Yeah,
Why
that's
does it
freaking
seem
crazy.
like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
I don't know.
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Ting-Yoon to her normal self.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Ting-Yoons aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
Well, that will be it for this one. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.